Good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you may be watching this. This is Matthew with True North Wilderness Coaching and Therapy, here with my hiking buddy, Shalom. It's good to have a hiking buddy, one that always goes with you, that never questions it and is always down to go. You just got to be careful in case he catches a baby rabbit like he did the other day. But it was pretty amazing because we came out here the next day and the mother came out, because I did rescue the baby rabbit, by the way. And the mother came out and um, led him on a wild goose chase just to get him away from her little babies. And I thought, man, that is very beautiful. And as a matter of fact, that's a good segue into what I was going to talk about today, which is the idea of sacrifice in order to invest in yourself. And what that mama bunny did was risk her life at the risk of a animal 4 times, 5 times, 6 times her size. And they took off for about a half mile through the desert here. And then Shalom obviously came back to me when he couldn't catch her. But she was willing to put some skin in the game, quite literally, to protect what she loved. And that is why the concept of investing in yourself financially, with your time, and keeping your word to yourself is powerful, because we live in a culture and society where we are taught to take the easiest path at all times, and seldom will you advance in life beyond what you are willing to grow to. Uh, Jim Rohn, one of the original coaches, you could say, had a saying where he would say that success is something you attract by the person you become. And I thought to myself, is he just trying to sell, self-improvement material? Because that was his space. And then, so I seriously analyzed that, and I came to the conclusion that no, he is actually saying something that is very true. So this program is not free. It does require an investment. I'm passionate about this, and I would be happy to lead men through this for free, given the time to do it, which in some cases I do have. But I know how people are, that oftentimes they will not truly commit to something unless there's some skin in the game and unless they put value in it. There was a great hero once, you might have heard of him. His name was King David. And at one point in his life, he was called on to make a sacrifice to the divine for iniquities which he had committed. And he went to do his sacrifice, and the man who owned the property where the sacrifice was to be done offered to give him the land and the animals and everything that was needed for this atoning sacrifice. And David said, no, I will not offer to my God a sacrifice which costs me nothing. I think it speaks to something very deep inside of us, that there's a switch that's flipped on the inside of us when we're invested in something. Now, regarding the value of this program, I dare say it is far more valuable than most, dare I say, programs that I've seen. And now there's a lot of things that I don't know about, and there's a lot of great programs out there, so don't hear what I'm not saying. But I've seen a few that look to be kind of scammy. For example, you sign up for a weekend and you're going to get yelled at by some dudes on steroids, and they're going to pretend like you're in boot camp and spray you down with some water hoses. But you know, that's meant to induce stress inoculation, which can't really be accomplished over the course of one weekend. It's a military thing, and the value that you may get from something like that is going to be pretty small. What are they really selling? A psychological change that happens overnight? That's what society and culture is trying to sell you. And they'll put a huge price tag on it too, and that's cognitive dissonance, thinking that because you paid $10,000 to $20,000 to go to something that's elite, and something that's intense in some ways, that's going to make a change in your life. Well, I'm here to tell you that maybe, doubtful. What is going to produce change in our life is being consistent. That's what we're offering. We're offering a proving ground and a community to run with, and a brotherhood to run with, to create consistency in our lives, consistency, commitment, and the deep work of identifying what we truly want that we've been running from. And that, my friends, will most definitely produce change in our lives. So, by all means, please reach out. If you are on my YouTube channel, check out the webpage, www.truenorth.quest. You can also reach out to me directly at wildernesscoach@pm.me. Go to the webpage, enter your email address, and I'll reach out to you. We can set up an interview, send you an application, find out if you're right for this program. Not everybody is, but you may be. And with that, have a lovely, beautiful day and keep working hard. Keep taking action towards your goals every day. I'll leave you with this. Don't let your learning lead to knowledge. You'll be a fool. And I've been that. I've been there. Let your learning lead to action. Then you may become wealthy. And I don't just mean financially. Have a blessed day.